My name is Shandrea, and I suffered from postpartum depression. I am a stay-at-home mom of two, and I had my son back in 2014, my first son, and the pregnancy was pretty normal. I suffered through mild, morning sickness, but it was nothing compared to the gift of life, if you will. And then almost 5 years later, I got pregnant again. And this pregnancy was different in a lot of ways. It was actually a little more difficult, had a little more issues, and I actually ended up having to have an emergency C-section with my second son. And other than the dramatics of his birth, I say for the first couple of weeks things were pretty normal. What did start happening with my second son was that he had really bad acid reflux. And one particular night, I was really tired, as all new moms are, and I hear him choking, I hear him gagging. And I throw off, the blankets, getting to him, and I'm trying to, pat his back and do what I can for him, me and my husband. And I just remember when it was all over, I just remember just laying there like, I want to die. And that was the first time ever in my life thinking that and sincerely meaning it. Oddly enough, that was actually the night before his next appointment. So I was telling my doctor about his acid reflux, and she was like, okay, well, let's do this for it. And I was like, okay, great. He can take a medicine, so that should be the end to what I'm feeling. And the medicine was working. As that time went on, I still felt this anxiousness. I still felt this uselessness. It started getting harder to not just be around my newborn, but also be around my oldest, because I was thinking that I was this terrible person and I'm going to harm them. You're not a good mom. You're going to end up hurting them. And I never experienced that before, so of course I'm terrified. And I got to the point where I was always so scared and so nervous to where I had to tell my husband, I need help. I can't keep doing this. Something is wrong. I don't remember feeling this way with my first. And it just, I can't be the mom I want to be if I'm feeling like this. So we scheduled an appointment shortly after, and the counselor that's there, she actually told me about the postpartum support network. And she was like, listen, what you're going through, a lot of moms go through, here's something that can help. Gave me the information. I don't even think it was a full day where I heard from someone, and they were like, okay, here are some resources. We have meetings for these days, and we have a therapist we can hook you up with. And I was like, okay. First time talking to a therapist, I was nervous, but I was like, anything to get rid of these feelings is great. So by the time I got to my third session, I remember coming into the therapist's office. I just remember thinking, I'm not okay. I just remember telling her that I feel like I need to be away from them. And I remember asking her after I had told her everything, are you gonna take my kids away? Because I just felt like that was the next step. And she just, as kind as she could be, she said, I'm not gonna take your kids away. And she was like, you need to take your medicine, you need to keep seeing me, and we'll work it out. And I just remember being grateful that during the times where it wasn't that bad, when I was anxious, when I was feeling a little down, when I was feeling a little useless, I actually took everyone's help seriously. that I was able to be helped by Postpartum Support Network. If I didn't have Postpartum Support Network, I think I would be dead. And that sounds terrible, but it is the truth, because I was at a low point of my life. I am better now. That was back in 2019. I've done what I need to do, and I am always willing to tell my story for other moms, because while your story may not be what mine is, I hope what you get from my story is that no matter how much you feel like you can kind of get through, oh, I just need some rest, oh, I just need a vacation, oh, I just need this and that, it always pays to have that extra support, because you just never know how bad it could get. And you shouldn't have to wait for it to get bad to get the help you need. So that's just my story.